Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renee Novak at blessedbycards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm here today with a Make It Monday tutorial. Today we are going to create a Father's Day card, and it is a fun fold. So the outside is just a plain and simple card, but when you open it up, there's this really fun fold going on in the middle. I'm going to share with you how to create that. So for this particular card I used True Love Designer Series paper, and this is the Handsomely Suited stamp set from Stampin' Up. Now, mine says have a happy Father's Day, and in the original set it says have a happy Father's Day, handsome. But I really didn't want to say have a happy Father's Day, handsome to my dad, so I cut that part of the stamp off. So in the inside, I did a few of the bow ties. One I colored with the Stampin' blends, and then this was the pocket. And on this stamp, it says, for mine, it says World's Greatest Dad. But on the actual stamp, it says to one of the world's greatest dads. And I just wanted it to be the world's greatest dad. He's not one of the best, he is the best. So I decided to cut that stamp as well. Then I just stamped and punched out "You are the best" and stamped a few hearts on here. So I am going to, we're not going to create this card today. I have another card to show you, but I'm going to share with you the mechanics on whether you want to make a skinny little fold, fun fold on the inside, or if you want to make it a bit bigger. So the card we're going to create today with a fun fold being a little bit larger is from the Jar of Flowers set. And I'm going to share with you how to score this and put it inside of your card so that you can create either a fun, thicker, where you can add some sentiments, or a very skinny, fun little at the bottom pop-up. You can write your message up here on this one. So for the mechanics of the card, you're going to start with a basic, whatever color you want. I started with black. I kept it black and white. And this is the basic card. It is an 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored in the middle at 4 1/4. And that just makes your basic card. So for the fun fold on the inside, you're going to actually want to take a piece that measures, this one measures 4 by 8.5, and that is because I wanted to have a little bit of a border around my card. If you want your card to come directly to the edge, you're going to make the piece of paper a little bit longer, but the scoring is going to stay the same. Okay, so again, we're going to take a 4 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, and we're going to score it at 4 1/8, 4 1/4, and 6 3/8. And then you're going to fold it into an accordion fold, burnish it with your bone folder. And how I like to put it inside mine is kind of decide if I want it to be in the middle or down at the bottom, how big of a border I want it to have along the edge. And then the easiest thing to do is to fold it up, figure out what your border is going to be, and then take your adhesive and just put a little bit on there, and then fold the card shut. Burnish it really well on the outside, and then that adheres. Now, of course, before you adhere your inside, you're going to want to have completed all your stamping and all of your embellishments on your card. But I just wanted to show you how simple and easy it is to add that inner accordion fold. So for the other side, you do the very same thing. Put adhesive here and fold it shut, and then it will adhere to this side of the card. And that is what makes your accordion fold on the inside. So for our card that we've created here, I have the insides done because I figured you know how to color. You didn't need to watch me color, but I did use some Stampin' blends with the jar of flowers, some Highland Heather, some Garden Green, some Daffodil Delight, and then this particular sentiment is from the new set, Flowers of Friendship. And then, of course, I left this side over here for any kind of writing. So on the outside, I thought we could decorate that together, apparatus, and we're going to create the front of our card together. Now, I did go ahead and add some of this hand-penned designer series paper onto a piece of Saffron, put a little strip of black cardstock on a piece of white cardstock. And I'm just going to position this in here with my magnets. And then I'm going to grab my Memento Black Ink. I'm going to sauce that up really good. And then I'm going to close my Stampin' Up! Positioner, Stamparatus. It's a wonderful invention. Just going to press down on that. And there you have it. I only had to do it once. I love this stamp set. But if you wanted to do it a darker, I'll show you. All you have to do is sauce it up again. And you just bring it straight down on that very same image. And that is the beauty of our Stamparatus. If you don't have this in your tools, I highly recommend it. It gives you such a nice image. Now my magnets I've wrapped with washi tape because when they click together sometimes they can break, and so I have washed them ahead of time, wrapped them, ahead of time with washi tape so that they don't break when they snap together. Okay, so let's bring our card back in here. This is our regular size card, and I'm going to just get a little bit of liquid glue. Now on the back of mine you can see that I just did part of my yellow and part of my white, and I hid my seam with the black. You can use a whole piece of white if you want, but you can also save a little bit on cardstock if you want to half and half, and then either use a piece of ribbon or you can use a strip of cardstock to hide that seam. So I'm just going to stick this down here. And then there you have the open fold. So the outside is just a little bit of flowers, and then the inside reveals a lot of flowers for someone's very happy birthday. So that is a very simple and easy card. So again, I'm just going to real quickly, you want to start with a regular 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, scored at 4 1/4 in half, and that makes your card. If you want an insert for your card, that's going to be cut just a tiny bit smaller. You're going to cut that white cardstock at 5 by 8, and you're going to score it at 4. Then you're going to put that in there and put some adhesive on both sides, and it will glue down. And this little piece here, it is a strip that is 1.5 by 8.5. And it's scored the same as this one, 2 1/4, 2 1/8, 4 1/4, and 6 3/8. So I don't know if you can see that, but they're both scored at exactly the same increments. They're just a little bit, this one's taller and this one's shorter. And so that is all it takes to do a really quick and easy fun fold card. So that's all I have today. Thanks for joining me for Make It Monday. Join me next week for another video tutorial. And until then, be blessed.